Do you struggle to make your colors on your web camera look natural and true? If the answer is yeah, you do, that means you're struggling with white balance. When you're a content creator and streamer, you start out using a web camera, which generally means you're guessing on what the color temperature and white balance is. And if you put that slider way too low, you look like you're in an orange sepia tone movie. Not a good look. Likewise, if you go the other way on the slider, you get an icy cool blue that makes you feel like you're on planet Hoth. We don't want any of that. We want beautiful, clean, and true colors. And I'm gonna show you a simple app that takes all the guessing out and gives you exact number you need, regardless of your lighting setups, what web camera you have, and a whole lot more. And I'm gonna show you exactly how to do it right after this. Hey, is your stream looking drab and sad? Don't worry, gonna help you fix it right now. I wanna introduce you to the brand new overlay package from Owned called the Aspect Series with beautiful electric aquas and purples to give you that visual representation to kick your stream up to the next level and really make it pop against everybody else streaming at that time. Trust me, people are gonna notice you with this package. Hey, you wanna save some extra little dollars and cents on this deal? Hey, all you have to do is go down in the video description below where you can click through the links and save a little extra cash. Just want to help you out best I can. Make sure to check out Owned. Hey, what's up? Wild4Games here to make sure your streams and content creation become bigger and better. Now, if you're not familiar with what white balance is, simply put, it's a way to make adjustments to get your colors to be more natural and more true. And this is what we want to achieve when we're using a web camera, which can be kind of difficult if you're just starting out. When you're just starting out, there's a lot of variables. Hey, perhaps you went with a cheaper web camera, or you've got a bunch of different lightings because you bought them at different times for different discounted prices. You could also have multiple lighting setups for different streaming situations, or perhaps you use natural light coming in from a window. These can all lead to different measurements of color temperature and Kelvin. Oh yeah, what's Kelvin? Basically, it's the way light temperature is measured. You don't really need to get into that because I'm gonna show you something that just does it all for you. So how do we easily figure out our white balance on a web camera? Well, we're gonna use an app called Light Spectrum Pro. Light Spectrum Pro is an app that can read color temperature of a given source that you're looking at through your camera on your phone. It's a pretty cool app, and the best part is it works for both platforms. You got an iPhone? Hey, it's $1.99. You got an Android? It's $2.99. Well worth it. All right, let me show you how this app is gonna help you with any web camera that you have. Step one is make sure you download and log into the app and grant access to the camera. Once you've done that, take your phone and put it in the same location your web camera is at for when you're doing streaming or content creation. Have on all the lighting you use to illuminate your scene, and make sure you frame and crop up the phone in the same way that you would for when you capture your image source for streaming and content creation. This way we get exactly what the phone needs to see for when you're streaming. When you've done this, right there, smack dab in the middle, you're gonna see a number in Kelvin, and this is the color temperature it is taking into consideration with everything that's going on within the scene you are illuminating. The most effective way to use this app is simply just hand your phone over to a family member or friend or loved one and have them frame up the shot by standing in the same location as your web camera, and they can just read the number off to you. Boom. You aren't done. But if you don't have any friends or you live alone like me, you can use a selfie stick or a little tripod mount with an iPhone holder or any mobile holder on it. Now, if you don't have any of those, still got you covered. If you go to the plus sign on the top right corner of the app, it'll drop down to where you can reverse the camera out, and you can just simply hold out your phone and put it in the same location and frame it as best as you can. And right there in the middle, it'll tell you exactly again what the number in Kelvin is. So there you go. I gave you the exact ways on how to use this if you're alone or you got somebody that can help you out. Once you have your Kelvin number, just go into whatever broadcasting software you have, OBS, Slobs, XSplit, and go to the properties of the camera that you're using, and just go to the white balance and slide or plug in that number that the app gave you, and you're all done. it works very, very, very well. Now, just to let you know, it's not perfect. I've noticed with a few different cameras I've tested, by the way, I've tested everything from Logitech C920, 22, the Brio, the Unzano 600, the VidAid 960, and the AverMedia Cam 313. I've tried a bunch of different cameras. It seems to get you pretty close for pretty much all of them to where it gets you a nice neutral color to where if I was to hold up a gray card just like this, it gets everything pretty much gray and the colors to be pretty darn true, which is exactly what I want. However, sometimes it'll be off by a few hundred degrees, but the nice thing about this is at least it gives me a ballpark number to work from rather than go off just auto white balance. So when I move, things don't shift or change, or I don't look too orange or magenta, I don't look too purpley, I don't look too blue. I actually have a true color, which is what we want. For $2 to $3, this is a pretty cool app because if you're like me, you have different lights that you've probably accumulated as you've gone on in your streaming or content creation. Hey, right now I've got a newer ring light, I've got an Elgato key light, I've got a GVM panel LED light, and one more newer LED panel light over there. Plus, I've got RGB lights behind me, which can be very difficult to figure out what's going to be a good color balance for my skin and making sure those colors pop and look good on camera as well. Which is why spending $2 to $3 is worth it for me. Plus, if you plan on doing any other type of content creation that's visual, hey, if you're gonna take pictures for Twitter, Instagram, OnlyFans, hey, nothing wrong with that. You wanna make sure you have good, true colors because you wanna have a good visual representation of making a good first impression with people that you're trying to reach. And this app, it's gonna help you. I'm glad I could show you how to white balance any web camera out there. I told you it was simple and easy, and it's gonna make a huge impact on your stream. People are gonna see those big, bold, beautiful, natural, and true colors, which is what I want for you because it's gonna help you stand out. Now, if you need any more help with web cameras, I'm gonna put a few videos over here to the side that recommend two cameras to you. One's a beginner camera, and one's a more advanced camera. Take a look at those videos, pick and choose which one's best for you. But next time, my name's Wild4Games, helping you become bigger and better. And I will see you all later. Take care, and of course, peace.